It's time. Support and funding for stickers is provided by viewers like you. Thank you. I think I might die. That was so painful. That was the most painful thing I think I've ever experienced in a while. I can't frolic. Apparently I cannot frolic. Ow! Can't. Okay, now that you just watched me eat absolute shit outside trying to frolic with fall goodies, I was just so excited I fell down. Good old weak soccer ankles. Play a sport in high school, it'll haunt you the rest of your life, tell you that much. So anyway, what the plan is, I don't know. I don't know if there's really a plan. The plan is just general spooky fall vibes. So I'm planning on doing 2 phases. We have the general spooky, cozy fall. This is September 9th, I believe. So we're right at the beginning of fall. I know. It doesn't start until the 22nd, but it's fine. September equals autumn is here, okay? In my mind and most other people's minds, and also fall equals serotonin. Once you get that, we all understand, we're all on the same page. You clicked on this video because you also think fall equals serotonin, so if you're here and you didn't click on that, why are you here? The general plan is to not get spooky until October. I tend to leave my spooky up right up until like Christmas because I like to extend the season as best I can. Really get into the vibes? No. Get into the holiday cheer and mood of all of this because fall's my favorite. I like a good Christmas moment, but I only want it for about a month, all right? And then I'm done. I'm sorry if you really like Christmas. It's just not my vibe, all right? I'm more, obviously, of an autumnal person, and we're gonna stick with that and really lean in. On decorating, I typically use this, but I just, whoop, flip it around to this side until it's spooky time, and then I just, whoop, flip it back around. I don't use my ghost, although I might. I like usually tuck him behind another pillow to hide him so it looks like he's kind of peeking out. So we can have a little bit of spooky, but what I'm generally going for is just your typical fall pumpkins, orange creams, and gourds, if you will. And I will start to integrate the rest of my like spookiness into it because I have plans for October. I have very big plans. Oh, does he have to launch?
Will you focus, Sean?
Okay, never mind. Turn my living room into a set of sorts, and you will see little peeks and previews of what I have planned, but it is a big project and I am accumulating things right now. So we're just gonna stick with our usual typical fall. This is technically a no-buy situation because I mean, if you can see, I have so much. I have so much fall accumulated. I don't need to go buy a bunch of things, although I did buy a pack of little tiny pumpkins from Walmart because they were $2. How am I supposed to say no to this? They're $2. And then I also bought, excuse me, I'm still limping. And then I bought this on a antiquing trip with Haley and it was $10 whole. So this will be going out. I tried to accumulate most of my fall stuff. I don't know if you can see, but I tried to accumulate everything onto this table so we can see what we have and also look at what everything's looking like currently. We are still in spring and summer phase in the living room, which I'll show you the befores. I'm trying to gain a plan looking at things such as candles. See, I didn't need to buy candles. This smells like sweet tarts. It's kind of more here for the vibes. It's not here for the smells, which is unfortunate because it's an Anthropology candle. One would hope that this would have a better smell, but it does straight up smell like sweet tarts. I have mini pumpkin mugs, and I mean mini. I drank out of one this morning. That's how many I have. I have this gourd and this gourd, and I have a whole other gourd in there, so 3. I almost bought another one of these that has a jack-o'-lantern on it from Anthropology, but this is me telling me you don't need any more gourds. You have a lot of gourd vessels, so stop, please. I have a spooky cat from Kay. We're gonna put this somewhere, probably on a ledge, because I feel like cats sit on ledges. Speaking from a non-cat owner. I'm running out of room already. Oh ho ho! Now, this is a wreath my mom made. There's a right way to it, but sometimes I put this on the mirror in the living room, which I'll show you. Little fall candle. Fall candle. It's a pumpkin candle. And then we have scented candles, but this is real nice for you to edit. Of course, we have it taped so that things remain where they remain. So this is from Target. I bought it a couple of years ago. Ooh. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. But I bought it a couple of years ago. I have the bigger one that's green. It ran out of its candle, and the other one arrived broken, so I have the candle but not the vessel. Anyway, I tend to keep this each year just because I don't like the smell necessarily. I buy a lot of things that I like the way they look, but I am very particular about things smelling. And this just smells like my grandmother's house, and I didn't like the way that this smelled in her house, and I just don't really light it unless I'm in a very festive mood, which sometimes I am, which is why it's about, you know, a quarter of the way down. Now. This candle, however, is one of my favorites. I don't know if they did this one again this year, but it's also from Anthropology. It smells so good. It is Orchard in the Woods. It has spiced apple, green rice, and wooded musk. And this is just the perfect start of fall candle. And it smells, I want to say it smells similarly to Bath & Body Works Leaves, but I could be wrong. But I think that's the general smell. And it's fresh, it's clean, it's not too cinnamon overtone, which I tend to not like. Oh, I have another. I don't know what this smells like. Let's see. Jasmine vetiver. Vetiver? I don't know if that's how you spell it, but I just like the way this looks. I love the way it smells. I probably meant to put this out for spring, and that's why it's packed away, because it wasn't really a fall or a winter candle. But you know what? We'll put it out for fall now because it's got a nice green tone to it. Of course, we have my favorite slippers. Aren't these so cute? I think everybody has these. I mean, if you don't, I just got them on Amazon, which I know we're all trying to not buy from Amazon right now. So I think if you find them at boutiques, if you would like to give your money to boutiques rather than Mr. Bezos or the Walmart family. So, which Walmart does have a lot of these too, but you know, up to you. And also, not all of us are privileged enough to be able to afford to buy outside of Amazon and Walmart, and that's also totally fine, and I understand it. Sometimes it's a bit like the McDonald's thing, where sometimes that's just what you can afford, and that's what you're gonna eat for the day. And not all of us are so privileged to be able to choose where our money goes. But if you are, maybe try a boutique. I have a bunch of these, but I think I'm gonna save these for spring. This screams a little bit more spring to me than necessarily fall. I'm gonna stick to the traditionality that I like. This is real fun unboxing everything. Oh, okay, here's the other one from Target. A couple of years ago. I don't know if they still make these because I am also not buying from Target if I can help it. Now this one I like the way it smells. It's called Pumpkin Woods. And it's got pumpkin and wood smells, and I would say it's the perfect candle. And I love the way it looks. I love the green. What else can you say? Mr. Archie is, he's just kind of in the way, but he's looking real cute while he's doing it, huh, bud? Okay, what else do we got? I'm telling you, I wrapped this stuff up like November. So I completely forget everything that I actually have, which is great for me when I come back. Oh, I forgot my mom got me. It's so cute. It's so cute. You just put it doop, on the mantle, and we got these. Let go. We got these little lights to go in it. So we actually did melt a candle in it, and I didn't really feel like cleaning it out, but you know. Oh boy. One moment. Are you done? Okay. I think this is a small one of Pumpkin Woods. Yeah. From Target. I already burned through it, so I just put one of these little things in it because I like the vessel. I shouldn't have moved you. You were actually just fine. Also, I'm still getting used to the bangs. I don't really know how to style them. Never had bangs like these before. Jacob asked me, how did this happen? Why did I make this decision? And I just have to say that I genuinely think that my frontal lobe just went on standby for about 30 minutes and I had enough motivation and or no thought process to cut them. I literally went into the hallway, got the hair scissors, went into my bathroom and just went whoop, followed what I saw on YouTube and just went right across. Like, didn't think about it, didn't do it. And then the moment that I realized that I just cut my bangs, I literally said, that was a decision. That was a decision, Sarah. And I just walked around saying that was a decision. And now we have these beauties.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
And then my frontal lobe came back online and was like, hey, what the f? I leave for 20 minutes. Come back and you cut your bangs. Sure did. Sure did. Anyway, so you get the idea. We have a lot of pumpkins. The theme is pumpkin.
Category is?
It's fall and it's an overload of pumpkins. A few people that I follow get regular, like, big actual pumpkins and put them throughout their room, but I have dogs. And I have a dog very specifically named Ollie that eats pumpkins. Like, he will just see a pumpkin and start scraping his little teeth against it until he gets inside the pumpkin, and then he eats the pumpkin. Fudgin loves pumpkin. I can't have those on the ground inside because they will be sacrificed to him. The general vibe is like glowy pumpkins, glass pumpkins, you know, pillow pumpkins, and other assortments of things. We've got a little ghost. I like to hide this little guy. Hello, focus. I like to hide this little guy around the house just to, like, I don't know. I think it's fun. I don't think Jacob knows that I do this, but now he will because he watches these. Hi. Now you know. I kind of move this around throughout the house just to give myself some sort of, like, cheer or I think it's fun just because it's a ghost and he moves. And, like, I'll usually stick it in like that, or you know what? I'm not gonna tell you where I stick it because Jacob's watching this and he's gonna find out, and I don't want him to find out. I want him to have fun too. Find out where the ghost is. Just adding some whimsy to life. He needs more whimsy. He's a very logical person, so he needs more whimsy. That's my job. I'm running out of room so freaking fast. This, I think my mom found this. Our town has a dump, so that's where you go to take your trash. Obviously, like, we don't have trash pickup. They don't come around and anything. You have to take it to the dump. There used to be a thing called the swap shop where people would bring things that they don't want anymore, such as this, and you could just take it for free. Usually I put this, you can't see. Usually put it like up there where that candle is. looks cute. And throughout all the other seasons, it doesn't look as cute because it doesn't have, I don't have seasonal ones. So, wah wah. Excited about this. I'm gonna have to take this down. Oh boy. Oh, my ankle. Ow. This one smells like fall, but it's red. So it immediately makes me think of like Christmas. So I usually put that out around November. We have this, which I put on the mirror. Sorry, Freddie just got a bath. Please look at this man. Do you see this? He just got a bath. He's laying in dirt. And I ripped my pants. I forgot to tell you that. Can you see this? Can you see this? Yes, I ripped my pants. There was already a hole there, but I made it much bigger because I have a large arse. Anyway, let's take a look at all of this once I get the rest of the stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I'm thinking of is more Halloween based and not fall based, but I just like genuinely have so much stuff that I don't know. That's what it's looking like. Obviously, I need to put up some things. The thing about my living room is it's already kind of spooky. It just automatically is spooky. Like, this is already pretty spooky. I don't think I even changed out the Edgar Allan Poe book over here. Pretty sure those are Halloween based. Like, this is very spring, but like over here, she's gonna stay. Esmeralda always stays. More candles and stuff. This I actually got just recently because it's a pointer and it looks like Freddy. Isn't he cute? So he'll go up here. Ah! And we've also got my Salem. You can get these on Etsy. I don't know if she's still producing, but it's a cute little shop and she makes really fun candles like this. And this one I think is the best smelling one. Yeah, I think I've had this one for a very long time, but I think it's the best smelling one. If you like fall and you like fall scents, this is good. This corner doesn't really change just because it's the TV corner. Don't mind that. The people before us painted over the wallpaper and it just ripped off, okay? And also this window, those curtains are from Anthropologie. They are $100-something per panel, and I just don't have the funds to do this window quite yet. That's part of the other project. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it. I'm gonna switch up this, switch up these, find a better, more fall picture. But I mean, generally, like, we have spooky, ooky things around here. And like, I just never, as you can see, I mean, that's fall, clearly. And I just never really, but we'll refresh that area. And we've also got this area, which my wand is still out from shooting that one video, but that's okay. All right, so we've got a general gist. We've also got this to work with, and I'll need to refresh that as well. I'm probably not going to refresh this just because it's already pretty fallish and I've kind of got everything the way that I like, and it takes a lot of work to restyle this. Same with, excuse the mess, but same with this. I might switch a few things, but really I'm probably gonna keep it the same just because it's already pretty situated and we use these platters and general stuff over here a lot. But can you see me? No. Okay, unfortunate news. I'm going to have to film the rest of decorating, like actually decorating, tomorrow because my ankle hurts so bad and it keeps trying to pop back out, and I don't think I can like take all of, God, these bangs. I don't think I can take all of that stuff out and then put all of this in and be like on my ankle for probably what's going to be like 3 hours of just like changing things in and out and like trying to keep up with my mess. I don't think I can do that. So we're just going to roll with it and try again tomorrow. So this is gonna be 2 days of decorating, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm telling myself that's okay. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. That's all I know how to say. Good morning. It is the next day. My ankle is feeling much better. Thank you for asking. I have it wrapped in a brace. I didn't make it to kickboxing this morning, which is really upsetting me, but that's okay. Jacob says that if I don't go today, because we don't know how it'll do, I live to fight another day. That way I don't have to take another week if I injure it more. I have made a royal mess over here. So what I'm going to do is clear out all of the living room decorations that are currently up, just get it all out of there so we can start putting in all of the fall stuff without it being cluttered and cramped and like me having to like place things everywhere. So I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna go clear that out, and then I'll meet you back and we'll start decorating. Okay? Okay. I finished taking everything out of here and getting the space cleaned up, and then I spent the last 30 minutes scrolling on LinkedIn, and now I want to cry. So I think we are in need of some dopamine in way of fall decoration, because now this room looks so boring without all my tchotchkes and such. Let's start on the mantle because that's the most fun part, I feel like. And then the rest of it's like small, little detail decoration oriented. Let's move. I had to put everything up to, what was that? To vacuum, because it desperately needed to be vacuumed. What fell? Oh. All right, we'll pause because I just broke a plant pot with a plant in it, and now there's dirt everywhere. Don't worry, I'll show you. This is going so well already. All right? Yeah. Yep. R.I.P. I don't even know. There's something else down there. Oh, it's tape. Going well. Okay, we have replanted the plant into a different pot. I'm just gonna have to remember not to put the dog bed on this chair when I vacuum. I stuck some toilet paper, just one single sheet, and go like this. Well, I had it perfectly, and of course now it's just kind of. All right. Okay, another way to get a candlestick like this one to fit in here, I don't want to touch it, is to light the candle and then pour wax into this bottom part and pour enough that it kind of makes a little bit of a puddle, and then just stick it in there, and it should stick to itself, which this is done, thankfully, but I'm not so sure if I touch it, it'll continue to stick, but it's sticking enough, and that's all that I need. Here's how it's looking thus far. Nice and spooky ooky. We don't know who these people are. We've got, I left this up. This just kind of stays up year round. I found it in Salem and I freaking love it because it looks like little stars. I added my wand over here. This painting found in an antique store. Somebody else painted it, obviously, but it's nice and creepy and reminds me of Morticia Adams. And then we've got Esmeralda and her dried flowers. And I added a third book just because design does better in threes and odd numbers. So just like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 5 candlesticks. Doing things in odds makes it look nice to your brain, if that makes sense. I may try to add the pumpkin garland, but I'm not sure because this is a very specific, like, spooky vibe and not necessarily a cutesy vibe, if that makes sense, but let's try it. All right, we've got my pumpkin garland, which I made myself. I mean, I didn't make the pumpkins. I bought these at the acorns and pumpkins at Target a long time ago, and I just sewed them onto a string. Do we like that? Is that too much? Does it take away from the spooky vibe? We could find a better spot for this. Maybe like over the doorway, maybe? I don't know. Let's move on to placing some more candlesticks and other spots around the living room. Use this candle. It's an anthropology candle. It's leather and leaves. Smells really nice, nice and smoky. I always use these books. Usually put this on top. This is new. So what I do is I just face this away. Face the face away so you can't see it. Sorry, a car went by that he hates. I don't know if I like this here. This has all of our coasters in it. Usually place that around there. Let's see, kind of like this off to the side so that we can have our remote there, our coasters here. This usually goes in here, has all my Polaroids, which I usually switch out for the season. I just gotta figure out a good one. Maybe this will do my birthday because my birthday is coming up and this is a cute photo of me, if it'll focus. Yeah, nice cute photo. Put that there. Usually I put this like about there. I might have a different pumpkin, hang on. Yeah, I got this pumpkin, which at night turn on like so. And then we have cute little pumpkins. I think that'll work. I think that'll work nicely. Do some rearranging. Maybe we'll put this in a trio of 3. And this can kind of be on its own. Yeah, there we go. So this is where I usually put my library books, just so I'm aware of where they are, but for posterity's sake, actually I need to wipe that. Okay, put the ducks down here, and then up here, we'll put pumpkin. Alright, I remembered that I have this baby blanket that I got for one of my friends and never gave it to her because everybody else seems to have the same idea as me and got her a ton of baby blankets. So now I'm just stuck with a quilted baby blanket that's actually so cute, but the green side will work. We have to have this little coverlet because look, Freddie has destroyed my beautiful, just beautiful ottoman, and we're trying to avoid more destroyances. So I bought this little coverlet which does about bubkiss. But then this is where we put the pumpkin. Squish that down a little further. Sometimes I tuck it in here because he does, I'll show you, he stands on this couch a lot. So trying to keep it cute but Freddy-fied. All right, and now we are decorated in the living room and a little bit of the kitchen for fall. I hope you liked it, and I hope you got a lot of good fall feelings out of this as much as I did. I really enjoy decorating, especially decorating for seasons like fall. And I mean, clearly, look at all this stuff that I have. This was in one box. I try to contain it to one box, but it was nice and cozy. And thanks for being here. Thanks for caring, and thanks for being you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.